Is it ever gonna rain again? I mean, the other day we had clouds in the sky. I was like, what are those things there? It's winter 2022, but yeah. Hey everybody, Doug Reynolds here, your Sacramento area realtor. This is a monthly market update I do every single month. Been doing it for over 10 years on YouTube videos, talking about Sacramento real estate. And we talk about the market, what's going on, the data, and then moving forward, okay? So video is for the end of February, beginning of March 2022. And the stats just came out, so let's talk about January 2022 stats, and then we'll talk about moving forward, all right? Here we go. Okay, January stats. In the month of January, there was almost 1,300 new homes that came on the market. 1,279 new ones came on. Now that's a lot more than came on the market in December. That's to be expected. December, January stats are always a little wonky here. So let's look at a year ago. It's basically almost identical to January of last year. So that's pretty much in line with having similar market that we had at this time last year because the same amount of new homes came on the market. Okay, now let's look at what's available right now is the active listing inventory. So even though those came on, they got gobbled up so fast, there's only a little less than 800 available, 792 available right now. That's more than December, but it's actually a little bit more than this time last year as well too. Okay, but then look at this, look at the pendings, 1,301 pending sales going on right now. That's down a percentage point or so from a month ago, but this time last year we had about 11% more pendings. Okay, so fairly similar, about the same amount of new properties coming on, about similar amount of available homes at the moment right now, but a little bit less pendings going on than we had at this time last year, okay? Now, what does that translate to actual closed escrows? In January, 1,030 properties closed escrow. Of course, that's way down from December. December always has more closings than January, just the way that it works there. So let's look at year over year, 1,054. So it was almost identical to the same number of closings that we had in January 2021, all right? So statistically, the markets are looking pretty similar that this time this year compared to last year. Translates to less than a month worth of inventory. We've had less than a month worth of inventory for, I don't know, 18 months, something like that. It's just been really low inventory and properties being bought up significantly, so that keeps that down. And so what does that equate to? The median price has gone up again. So the median in the Sacramento County area is 522. That's up 2% from December, and that's up 17.2% from this time last year. So prices are up roughly about 17% from a year ago. That is because of supply and demand. You can see it in the data right there. There's just not a lot of houses available, and there's a lot of pending sales going on, a lot of escrows closing. A month's worth of inventory is under 1 month. So we've got not a lot of houses, and we've got a bunch of buyers trying to purchase those small amount of homes that are available, all right? Earlier this week, I just presented 17 offers to sellers of mine. It was on the market for 4 days. It sold for $60,000 over the list price, and we had 17 offers on it, okay? That is happening, okay? But that's not every property. There was a house that was around the corner from this one that had been on the market for 90 days. It looked like crud and it was overpriced. So although the market is definitely heavily favoring sellers, there is a little bit of a nuance in the market where there's some houses that are not falling into that category because they're overpriced, they look horrible, they have horrible marketing, they maybe have one picture, they don't have any photos, they got iPhone photos or something like that, just horrible stuff there. Buyers are staying away from those things. So as a seller, you gotta go, yes, it's my advantage in the market right now, but I still need to follow the formula. This is what Doug says to do. He told me we gotta make sure we price it right. We're gonna let the price create competition. It's going to push itself up to a top of the market. We're gonna get top dollar and great terms as well too. So price right. He's gonna walk us through having it show well. If we're living in the house, he's gonna tell us everything we need to do. If we're moving out, we're gonna stage the property, do all that good stuff. It's gonna look dialed in, it's gonna be ready to go. And then he's gonna take over with his marketing plan, have amazing photography, amazing brochures, awesome stuff on the photography, marketing, print, digital, advertising side of everything. And then you got the recipe for success where 4 days, you've got 10 offers, it's way over list price, and bam, there you go. Now, hearing this as a buyer, yes, there's a couple of properties that are out there. Take your time and scrub through and maybe look through those ones that have been overlooked and been on the market for a month, 2 months, 3 months. There are a few out there. Have a second set of eyes to look at them and go, maybe we could make this work if we could get the seller to maybe bring down the price a little bit. But the majority of the homes, you're gonna be competing and fighting and punching and scratching and clawing and biting with other buyers to try to get it. You've got to have an agent that knows what they're doing. They know how to get through all of that to make your offer stand out. They know how to advise you on what needs to get done. You're working with a lender that knows what they're doing and can get your offer to be looking great from their side of things as well too. And then you can beat out those other buyers. Rarely last year did I write more than one offer for any of my buyers because I've been doing this for 16 years. I know how to get the offer to stand out and get it to the top of the pile and get it accepted. There's only a couple of buyers where I wrote 2 offers for them last year, okay? I'm hearing stories of buyers writing 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 offers. If this is going on, either you've got something wrong going on or your agent or your lender, or it's probably a combination of all those things. Most likely your agent just doesn't know what to be doing or how to be advising you or how to do it correctly. So make sure you're working with an agent that knows what they're doing and has success in this market, right? So moving forward, the 2 caveats with the market, probably gonna be staying this way for the next few months, okay? What could cause some slight variations or changes in this market would be if interest rates continue to keep going. They're pushing 4 right now. If they were to shoot up to 4.5 or 5 range, we will definitely see some pullback in the market, okay? So keep an eye on interest rates. That could have an effect on the market. Secondly, inventory. If we continue to just see not a lot of houses coming on and they're getting gobbled up real quick, then we're gonna continue to have low supply and high demand. But traditionally, as we get into spring and summer, usually inventory starts to rise and the market kind of levels itself a little bit, okay? So that will be something to watch as well too, all right? Hope you thought this video was helpful. Went a little long today, but you can check out my website, realestatewithdoug.com. All my information's there. I look forward to talking to you soon, and clear skies.